Have good off-speed stuff. This might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Here's Yonder Alonso. His line against Justin Verlander, just a 1 for 9. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball. Alonso tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Hit to first, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the power-hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. A little roller toward the hole. Altuve ranges to his left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. In tight with the sinker, ball 2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. From the stretch. In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He's hitless in 6 tries. The 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Scooped up. He turns and goes to second, and they do get the out there. But no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. From the stretch. Ani takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw to second, and they get him. So the sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful here. Striding in for Houston, Evan Gattis. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the... Here's the catcher. Here comes the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And he fouls this one off. Gomes, 30 years of age. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted
number 8.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 1-0. fouled off. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
We'll try again, 1-2. Back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. Here comes the first pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Tyler Naquin goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And he is out at second. Caught stealing. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now.
Leading off for the Astros.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Grounded back up the middle. Lindor up the middle. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. Striding into the box, Brian McCann. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike to Brian McCann. A 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And that is swung on and missed by McCann as he set down on strikes for out number 2. Here's George Springer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This one's down to third. Ramirez is there. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He was the winner of the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop a season ago. First delivery to him on the way. And a changeup right down the middle. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout. There's one away. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And they start him with one high and away for ball 1. The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors to this point for the Indians.
Nope,
circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Altuve onto the grass. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Ramirez. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Ramirez, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. 2-0 now. The 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Runner goes for third. In there, now the throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball. Striding in once again, Alex Bregman. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Ready for another chance? Jose Altuve. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On the ground to third. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Correa reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Carlos Correa goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 on its way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Popped him up. Ramirez is there. And that retires the side. Here's Yonder Alonso. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Reddick has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Yan Gomes.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And this one gets away. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Kipnis, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Kipnis runs. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. In now for Cleveland, Lonnie Chisenhall, a base hit in his first trip. And a double steal try here. Sacrifice attempt here. And the sacrifice works as Verlander's forced to make the play at first. But one's all they get as the run scores. Striding in for the Indians, Tyler Naquin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. There is Altuve. Throw in time and the side is retired. Next up for the Stros, Josh Reddick, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. Low for ball one. The 1-0 home. It's called a strike down and in.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit. Evan Gattis now standing in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Evan Gattis.
First offering on its way. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now a throw over. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Here's the 1 and 2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0 and 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Reddick, base runner at first with 1 out. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. The 1-1 home. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Kipnis. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He went down on strikes last time up.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And there's out number 1. Digging in once again, Michael Brantley. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Bounce to first. Oh, and this goes right past him. Ready for another chance? Jose Ramirez. It was a walk in his last trip. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Goodness. 0-2 now.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? that this pitcher is doing his job right here, but also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
And it's fouled away. Here it comes, 0-2. There he goes. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Pitch inside, the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. The 1-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. Brentley at third with 2 away. And this one gets away. A throw to the plate, and the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it. So the lineup flips over and digging in, George Springer. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. Too low, 1-0. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
The 1-2 is in there, a called strike 3. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. 1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Kluber gets the sign. 1-0 on its way. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Check swing here and a little looper. Oh, and he just throws the glove up there and snares it for out. Edwin Encarnacion now 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here comes the first pitch.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Changeup in for a strike. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Now batting.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. A ball and no strikes. Verlander still with 1 earned run on his line through 6 1/3. Up top, it's 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders. But now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come faster.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready once again, Jason Kipnis. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Now the 1-0. Is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Hops this one up. And no one will get this one.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 47.
Now the 2-1. It's taken for strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Leading off the inning, Carlos Correa. And they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First offering on its way. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Ready for another shot now, Josh Reddick. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. And there's ball 1. Gurriel stands at first with 1 out. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Here now the 2-2. It's a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Riding in once again, Evan Gattis. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to Alonso, takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Yan Gomes. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. One, 2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. The 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
A payoff pitch one more time. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Once again, a 3-2. And they'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. He's 1 for 4. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy. 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
2 balls and a strike to count. sent on the ground out to second. Altuve has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. No hits to this point. First pitch on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Hit back up the middle. And he'll get in there safely. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. And that misses inside 1-0. Naquin is off at first with 2 away. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. There goes the runner. And a step off. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian McCann. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the 0-1. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. McCann is retired, 2 down now. Here's George Springer. 3rd baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And a curveball in for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now. Popped him up. Alonso has room in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Francisco Lindor, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
So he got him swinging. Francisco Lindor becomes the first out in the 9th inning. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And the changeup is way low that time. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
And there's out number 2. Striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016 and just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Ken Giles takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Behind 0-2 now. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. The 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead. As 2-1 And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Naquin's under it. 1 out. Next up for the Stros, Jose Altuve. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chisenhall on the move, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Here's Carlos Correa now. He went down on strikes last time up.
Correa.
Fouled away. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And it's fouled away. Last strike now for Houston. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Lindor is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
When you basically take a game into your own hands and give your opposition absolutely no chance, you deserve all the credit in the world. His guys had to score for him, but he essentially was a one-man show out there.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game.